I have a real talk for you today, and there's no sugarcoating this one. Life is going to be hard. Life is hard, but you have a choice. Are you going to succumb, or are you going to decide to be strong? The choice is yours and nobody else's. And if you want to make the decision to be strong, then you have to be willing to accept complete ownership of your life, all the results in it that you have currently today, and complete ownership of all the results that you're going to have in the future, because the only one that can create those is you. Many of you have life stacked against you, and maybe stacked against you in a big way. Maybe it's bad genetics. Maybe it's you're in a bad neighborhood that you're not able to get out of, or your family hasn't been able to get out of. Maybe it's childhood trauma. Whatever it is, it's not fair, and none of us would wish that on you or against anyone at all. But I have a very strong question for you. For whatever reason the deck is stacked against you, now what? What are we going to do about it? Or what are we going to do despite it? You ultimately have two options. You can succumb and allow life to just continue to roll over you and you stay exactly where you are. Or you can take option number two and decide to be strong. Figure out how to improve. Educate yourself. Learn. There's more information out there than we've ever had access to in the entire history of the world. You can take a complete master's course on anything for free on YouTube. Like here, we're watching right here, right? You have the ability to be able to decide to be strong and take the resources that you have in front of you to be able to move ahead. And the question is, are you willing to do that despite the deck being stacked against you? Because ultimately, it is just a choice that you have to choose to make. Now, obviously, your circumstances, whatever's stacked against you, may make that choice more difficult than other people. Absolutely, 100%. I am not going to dismay that at all. But you have to be willing to make that decision no matter what, if you want more in your life. If you want to choose the path less traveled and take option two, you must be willing to accept complete ownership and responsibility for every single result in your life, even if you were not in control of it. If something happened to you and it was completely not in your control in any way, you still have to take ownership over that and accepting that it happened in your life, and then taking the steps to be able to grieve through it, overcome it, whatever it is that you need to do for that specific situation, and then understanding that it's up to you to educate and improve yourself and grow yourself to be able to move forward. And it's not a fun situation, and you have to be willing to not deflect blame off yourself on other people. It's you. This is where the fingers have to point. And if you want more in your life, that's ultimately the only end all be all. Where it lands is on you to be able to create something different. And we can't point fingers anymore. Ultimately, if we are willing and we want more for our lives, this is the only place that we can point, because we continue to make our decisions in this moment and moving forward. What happened in the past is in the past, and that sits with us forever. We have to choose to do what we need to do to handle and grow through and process what may have happened in the past so that we can move forward if you want more in your life. If you don't want to accept that responsibility to be able to improve and grow, and despite everything that's been against you, then ultimately, by default, you are accepting full responsibility and ownership that the deck of life will continue to be stacked against you, and that is your choice. I love you, and I hope that each and every single one of you that watches this video takes option number two. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard to move forward, but at the end of the day, that is the only choice if you want more. If you like this video and you gain some value out of it, please like, please subscribe, please click that bell to get notified of future videos, as every single Wednesday I create these Wisdom Wednesday videos for you to help motivate you, inspire you to grow, to create more, to develop yourself so you can have greater results in your life in any area that you choose, whether that is just happiness, money, wealth, relationships, hobbies, just improving a specific skill, day-to-day, loving life more and creating more memories that you want. This is what we're here for, and this is the type of message that we're trying to bring. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you next week.